And now finally we're able to come to the idea of the end of the money religion in quotes, like we talked about it, okay? And by the way, this is going to involve two things. It means people are going to individually and collectively as societies disengage from the drama of their subconscious wounds. And we'll talk about that in a sec. And also, they'll disengage from the drama of monetary politics, the whole nanny state. We want jobs. We want you to fix things. We want our politicians to fix things. We want our politicians to create jobs for us. That nanny state kind of idea. This is a cycle of drama that is interconnected, as within, so without. That idea that um, we're sort of like our monetary systems and our societies literally reflect what we are as individuals. So, but as we evolve and we start to learn more about ourselves, we become more self-aware. As a lot of people now are becoming aware, they're very becoming aware because of we've got the internet, we've got better communication, better networks. We also open to read and study and learn and talk about things we never used to talk about before. So people are evolving and becoming self-aware, and that's also what is driving the monetary evolution. But it's a cycle; it's a vicious cycle. So you have to disengage from inner drama for the outer drama to sort of work. Now let's kind of like dive into those. Inner drama is the subconscious wounds. Let's see what those are. Carl Jung. Carl Jung, if you've never heard of who Carl Jung is kind of like the father of modern psychology and psychoanalysis. Psychoanalysis? Psychoanalysis. Yeah. So this is the father, the founding father. This person, Carl Jung and Sigmund Freud, are the two fathers of, or whatever founders you could say of modern psychology, psychoanalysis, psychoanalysis, whatever that word. So he says, Carl Jung says, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. You see, as above, so below, as within, so without. So we cannot deny that our thoughts and emotions, influence our habits and what we create as a society, collectively and individually, and so on. And by the way, this can be thought of as our self view, what we believe we are, and our worldview. Okay, so when we believe in certain lies, that's the reason why we stay stuck. Okay, once we start dropping these lies about self-view, worldview, what the world is, what we are, what human beings are, oh, they're our enemies versus they're our brothers and sisters. As long as you've got this idea that competition and like we are better than them and all that sort of stuff, all these separation ideas. So as long as that is there, then you create a separation-based society, and you have antagonism or whatever, and then you create opportunities for people to come and screw you because you're divided. Divided we fall, that kind of thing. United we stand. So as we evolved as a society from separation to unity to oneness, in whichever way you understand that, we're not talking about any one particular way. Also our societies will change, also our banking systems and so on will change. Okay, so and by the way, also for those people who understand how the law of attraction works, because the law of attraction works based on the idea that the whole universe is an energetic environment. Everything is energetic. All the atoms and subatomic particles are all energetic, and there is that interplay between mind, body, and spirit, and this energetic thing. So we create our own reality through that interplay of mind, body, spirit, with this energy that is the foundation of everything that life is. So a lot of people say, oh, I'm stuck and the law of attraction doesn't work for me. They're not understanding that it's not about sitting on your couch and visualizing a brand new Ferrari and then you're supposed to look outside the window and there's a fucking Ferrari outside. That's not the way it works. It's about the sum total of your self-concept, your world concept. All of it is creating reality. The whole sum total, not just what you wish for, okay, is the whole deal, okay? But anyways, moving on, sticking to the topic. The other part of that vicious cycle is disengaging from the drama of monetary politics. And here, in my opinion, we will go through three stages, in the near future to the distant future. Stage one, right now, we already have cryptocurrencies and they're already growing in acceptance and usage and all that. Okay, So this is a stage where the monetary system finally gets off, let's say, like an elitist based system, and it becomes more like a decentralized, distributed, autonomous kind of multi-system kind of thing, rather than one banking system, the global banking system. You've got these tokens or cryptocurrencies that are sort of created within regions by people for their particular needs, so they don't have to actually get the permission from some kind of central authority to do it. Okay. And if you want to learn more about this, you can go to my website, which is www.newmoney.tools. And the way I recommend you to start getting into the game now, because you also want to take advantage of, you want to be in the game as people are shifting their value away from fiat into crypto, but you want to do it safely. So I recommend that you use the AA plus DCA plus R strategy, that just like asset allocation, dollar cost averaging plus rebalancing. And again, just go to www.newmoney.tools for that. The second stage, in my opinion, which will happen in the near future, when I say near future, I mean it could be 2 generations from now, 3 generations from now. I don't mean next week or next month or 10 years from now. It could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 generations from now. That's what I mean. We are actually going to let go of the whole idea of a monetary based society. We're going to let go of this idea of debit and credit. Look at nature. Nature does trillions of transactions a second, between the bird and the flower and the bee and the flower and the pollen and the whatever and the water cycle and the, energy. There's so many things, and the the deer and the cow eating the grass. Everything is, there's no one keeping debit and credit. And so it's a hyper efficient system. It's much more faster than if you have to do this whole monetary debit credit thing and wait for some credit to amount, and then that gives you the permission to go do something, So we'll eventually drop out of that psychology once we again, as we move from separation to unity to oneness. And we'll adopt something called the resource-based economy, also known as sharing economies. And if you want to learn more about that, you can watch this really cool free documentary on YouTube. It's called The Choice is Ours. Fantastic documentary. The Choice is Ours. And another one is called Paradise or Oblivion. Paradise or Oblivion. But start with The Choice is Ours. Very good. Explains everything. That's one way of doing it. Okay. Now the next stage, distant future. Now that's many generations from now. I believe we're going to have energy-based living. So it's not even going to be resource-based or sharing. It's literally going to be like consciousness itself being the technology. Like we'll start having an alliance with matter, whereby we can literally, on the lowest scale, we'll probably live the way Nikola Tesla had it envisioned, whereby we literally start harnessing energy to do amazing things out of thin air, okay, with very tiny little devices. And no need to actually buy and sell them and all that sort of stuff, in ways that we can't even imagine today. I mean, there's no science fiction movie that probably approximate what's possible, so it's actually way beyond like most people's imagination. And then on the farther scale of that is where you literally have a consciousness aligning with matter, and then you don't even need devices anymore. But we're talking generations from now, and that's some very serious evolutionary leaps. And it's not just technology. I'm talking about the human being itself evolving, So we're talking generations and generations from now. So I just thought I'd throw that in. But right now, stage one is actually here right now. And like we said, the way to get there is literally we have to break the cycle. It starts individually from within us. Okay, it's not like it will be rescued and brought to us by some external thing. Like we saw, politicians don't even understand how the current monetary system works. A lot of them don't get it, So it's literally about you and I. That's the point. Okay. So that's it. Thank you so much for your time. And for more information, tools, and training on how to actually execute some of these things, just go to www.newmoney.tools. Thank you very much and have a beautiful morning, day, or evening. Bye.